Thank you to ARMY all around the world. Thank you for always supporting, staying loyal, and following every piece of news about BTS. Don't forget to hit the like button. Leave your thoughts in the comments. And subscribe so you won't miss the next story full of surprises. Because this time we are uncovering a figure who has long stayed out of the spotlight, yet holds an unexpected story that leaves everyone not just an ordinary person. That question suddenly echoed among fans when the identity of the manager of Suga's mother's restaurant slowly began to surface. Who is the figure behind the scenes who has been running the restaurant all this time? Is this person simply a professional manager, or someone whose emotional role is far deeper than anyone ever imagined? This curiosity didn't arise without reason, because every small clue that emerged seemed to lead to even more shocking revelations. At first, Suga's mother's restaurant was known to the public as a modest place that grew with a warm reputation and genuine sincerity. There was no excessive glamour, no promotions relying on Suga's famous name. And yet, that was exactly what felt strange. How could a restaurant survive, grow, and continue to attract attention without capitalizing on Suga's popularity? The answer gradually pointed to one name that had always chosen to remain behind the scenes: the manager. Many assumed that the restaurant's manager was merely a professional employee with years of experience in the culinary business. But facts from the ground began to peel back, layer after layer of a story far more emotional. This figure was said to understand not only business management, but also the values, the pain, and the life journey of Suga's family. From here, a big question emerged that left ARMY stunned. Could this manager be someone who had accompanied Suga's family long before BTS was known to the world? Sources close to the restaurant revealed that the manager is known to be extremely protective of Suga's mother's privacy. They rarely speak to the media, avoid cameras, and consistently ensure that the restaurant runs naturally and modestly. This attitude only fueled public curiosity. Why would someone in such an important position choose to stay in the shadows? What are they truly protecting? The emotional drama deepened when several long-time customers shared their experiences. Some said the manager was often seen arriving first in the morning and leaving last at night. They didn't just manage finances and operations, but also ensured that every small detail reflected the family's values. From the way customers were greeted to maintaining a warm and humble atmosphere, everything seemed to carry an unspoken message. Even more surprising, whispers began circulating that this manager had gone through difficult times alongside Suga's family. Times before global attention, before stadium lights, and before the name Min Yoongi echoed across the world. If this is true, then their role is not merely that of a manager, but a living witness to a long journey filled with tears, perseverance, and sacrifice. At this point, ARMY's emotions were stirred. Imagine someone who directly witnessed the rise and fall of a family, then chose to remain loyal behind the scenes, ensuring everything ran smoothly without ever seeking recognition. This manager seems to symbolize many individuals who play crucial roles in BTS's success yet never stand on the main stage. But the surprises didn't stop there. Other clues pointed to the fact that important decisions at the restaurant were always made based on human values, rather than pure profit. Several employees mentioned that the manager often prioritized staff well-being, even during difficult times. This attitude reminded many of Suga's own life philosophy, which frequently emphasizes empathy, hard work, and honesty. Is this a coincidence? Or is there a deep bond of shared values between the manager and Suga's family? These questions continue to circulate without definitive answers, making the story even more compelling. Each small clue feels like a piece of a puzzle that hasn't fully come together, yet is enough to leave anyone silent and reflective. What is certain is that the manager of Suga's mother's restaurant is not an ordinary figure. They are a shadow working in silence, a guardian of values, and perhaps a keeper of many stories that will never be told publicly. The drama behind this simplicity is what makes the story feel so human and touching, far removed from the glitter of the entertainment world. As the curiosity continues to grow, many fans begin to realize that this story is no longer just about a restaurant or its manager, but about the invisible bonds that shape a family's survival. Long before fame arrives, there is a quiet strength in the way this manager chooses silence over recognition, responsibility over attention, and that silence speaks louder than any public statement ever could. Some insiders hint that the manager's presence has been a steady anchor during uncertain times, especially when success was never guaranteed. When dreams felt fragile and the future unclear, this figure reportedly stood firm, ensuring stability at home while Suga fought his battles far away. If true, this adds a deeply emotional layer to the story, one that reframes success not as a sudden miracle, but as the result of countless unseen sacrifices. Army around the world can't help but feel a sense of respect and gratitude toward this unnamed figure, not because of fame, but because of loyalty. In a world that often chases spotlight and validation, the manager's choice to remain unseen feels almost revolutionary. It reminds many fans of the values BTS themselves often speak about: humility, perseverance, and remembering where you come from. The drama intensifies when people realize that perhaps the manager never wanted to be known at all. Perhaps their greatest wish was simply to protect a family, a space, and a sense of normalcy in a life that would eventually be turned upside down by global attention. That realization alone becomes a quiet shock, one that hits deeper than any headline. And so the mystery remains, carefully guarded behind warm restaurant doors and everyday routines. No official confirmation, no dramatic reveal, only fragments of stories shared in whispers. Yet those fragments are powerful enough to move hearts, because they reflect a truth many recognize. Not all heroes stand under bright lights. As fans wait, speculate, and reflect, one thing becomes clear. This is not a story that demands a face or a name. It is a story that demands understanding. Understanding that behind Min Yoongi, behind BTS, and behind every success story, there are people who choose devotion over applause. Perhaps the greatest twist of all is this: the more we try to uncover who the manager is, the more we learn about what truly matters. And maybe that is the real revelation Army was meant to find.